Welcome to How to Become a Data Analyst Sage with ThoughtSpot. In this episode, we're going to focus upon product frequency analysis. So product frequency analysis is a technique that examines how often customers purchase specific products or product categories. This helps businesses classify customer engagement by understanding their purchasing behavior. Example use cases could be customer segmentation, i.e. to classify your customers as frequent buyers or one-time buyers, and therefore create targeted loyalty programs. Inventory optimization to prevent stockouts and to minimize carrying costs. And targeted marketing, i.e. trigger personalized marketing campaigns based upon a customer's typical repurchase cycle. In ThoughtSpot, this is very easy to set up with our query sets object. The query set will help define the product frequency, and in this example, we're going to use the average days between product purchases by customers. Importantly, this removes the need for advanced level of detail formulas. As sets are reusable, this can then be leveraged across multiple analysis searches, such as breaking down by customer, comparing this year to last year, or analysis by Spot IQ. Let's have a look how we can set this up in ThoughtSpot. So we're in ThoughtSpot and we've selected our Dunder Mifflin sales worksheet and we have a search on screen. So I'm just going to open up a query set that I previously created. And we can see the definition. So we want to calculate our frequency based upon the combination of the customer, the product, the order ID, and when the order was placed. Importantly, so that we can calculate the average number of days between orders, we need to get the prior order for this specific product and customer. So we can see here that the first order was on the 15th of the 2nd and the second order was on the 7th of the 5th. And so the prior date was for the 15th, which is the row previously. And this was 81 days between. And we can see a secondary value here that between the 28th and the 7th is 21 days. So if we navigate to the formulas on the left-hand side, we can see the formula that we've used to create this daily prior product date. So for this, I'm using a pass-through function so that I can call the lag formula. And I want to partition this by the customer code and the product. And I want to order this by my order date and then order ID. So this returns the prior date. Then the secondary formula is to calculate the number of days, which is, as these are aggregate functions, we need to have a aggregate around the order date. So that gets us the date for the row and the prior date, which is our calculation. As this set requires 3 columns as the key, customer code, product, and order date, we need to create a formula for the base column. So this is just a concatenation of the 3 columns that we're going to use as the key. So then we set the base column, which is the key. We're returning the formula for the number of days. We're providing a name. And in this set, we're going to accept all the filters. So that means when we define a search with a filter, such as a category of shoes, this will be passed into the set. And this ensures that we have simplified and performant queries. So now let's have a look at this in practice. Let's understand how we can use it. So let's select the product frequency set. So this is will return. And let's aggregate this as an average. So we may wish to understand how different categories are performing. So let's break this down by category. we can see that the categories are fairly consistent, but we may specifically want to drill in on printers. So let's drill down on printers, specifically to products. And let's have a look at how this year is performing. Importantly, I may wish to understand how this year versus last year is performing. So on screen we can see a bar chart where we can compare how, for the printers category, each product is performing this year versus last year. We could obviously join further if we wanted to by looking at specific customers or specific states, all leveraging our initial query set, which helped us calculate the product frequency in days, i.e. what are the number of days between purchases by customer for a particular product. Thank you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.